really, it doesn't define me.
What do you think does define you? Like, how do you?
Yeah, I mean, I've talked before, just my faith and, putting everything in what Christ says about me, and that's what defines me.
Do you think that the spotlight that's on you, like, Zion just finished playing basketball not too far from here, and everybody's spent the whole year talking about Zion. I don't know if you're going to be college football Zion this year, but certainly there's going to be a ton of cameras on you, a ton of people talking to you about that. Do you kind of embrace that role? Do you kind of steer into it a little bit, or do you try to, stay out of it as much as possible?
I think it's a little, honestly, about all three of those kind of just, there's times where I got to have some time for myself and, my family and friends and just, some time to get away from all the craziness. But there's also times where I want to use this platform for the best, you know what I mean? So I think it's important to know when those times are, when I'm in public and, I need to kind of give back and, be giving of myself and my time to these people. So I think that's important, and I'm learning kind of how to manage that and how to have my own time, but also, be able to give back to people and just try to use what I have.
Is it getting harder to be a regular guy?
I mean, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I mean, a lot of the guys on the team are like that too, though. It's hard to go anywhere without people coming up to you, and it's hard to have some time where you can kind of just do what you want. So, but like I said, it's a blessing, and just trying to use my platform the best I can.
Do you miss it? Do you miss just kind of being able to go anywhere you want?
I mean, sometimes you do think about it. It's like kind of wish I could just go out and not have anyone come up to me, just do my own thing, but it's just part of it, I chose to do this, and this is something I love, so it's part of it.
Is there advice that you've got from anybody else that's, Sean or anybody else that's kind of been through some of this before and has been able to help you kind of figure out a game plan for compartmentalizing it?
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of people that have given advice and that I've played with. I mean, even just Christian and all those guys, Cleveland, all of them, just kind of seeing how they handled everything and talking to them a little bit. They helped a lot.
So you put on a Power Rangers outfit and go wandering around town. That's the
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
What did you think of AJ Trail and Sharon Jones today going against those guys?
Awesome. They're great players. AJ's had a great spring. It's been hard to throw on him this spring. So he's played really well. Other than Sheridan, I feel like he's gotten a lot better. He's physical. You see him out there. He's not the biggest guy, but he's real physical. Plays with a lot of passion. He's smart. He made a lot of good plays in there.
What about the receivers, guys on your team? You had T, you had Joe. Like, what you built enough up with Joe and Frank already in practice to feel good about those guys?
Yeah, we feel great about them. I mean, we're not clicking as much as T and Justin are right now with me and Chase, just because they haven't been here as long. So this summer's going to be big for us, getting our timing and everything down. But they're great players. You see that Frank and Joe and T and Justin, all kind of similar guys, and they're great. So we're going to have a lot of depth, and we're going to have a good year.
What's your reaction when you see DK playing on the other side of the ball and watching him work at a new position?
Yeah, he's done a great job. At first I was like, because he's obviously a really good receiver, and he moved over there, and I was kind of, I don't know. And he's first day, I think he had an interception his first day playing corner, and ever since then, just kind of taken off and has been playing really well. A guy that can kind of do anything for us.
Is that a little unfair because he knows what you're going to do and stuff? I mean, is that kind of?
I think with Coach V's defense, he's thinking about what he's doing more than looking at what we're doing. So it all works out.
Coaches heaped a lot of praise on Feaster, and a veteran guy that could have sulked a little bit, hung his head as ETN star kind of came on the rise. And what have you seen out of him? And from all accounts, he's just maybe taken his work ethic to another level and has really become more of a leader even this year.
Yeah, he's done a great job. I feel like I've seen a huge change in him from last year, just stepping up, being more of a leader, kind of knowing that everyone's looking at him. He's one of the few older guys we have, so he's stepped up, done really well. I feel like he's had a really good spring.
What's it like to see Ross start off this year, kind of where he left off with another just insane catch?
He just makes plays like that all the time. We see him in practice. I mean, he's insane. He's making great plays. So we got a bunch of guys like that, but it's awesome to see him do that. It's not as fun when you're on the other team, but still, it's great to see him make plays like that.
Trevor, you had some nice completions to Ngata, the freshman, today. What are your first impressions of him throughout the spring, and how good is it to see both Ngata and Ladson kind of hit the ground running the way they have?
Really good. I mean, from the beginning of spring, they've been making plays, and we know we've seen how good they can be. And just seeing them kind of learn the offense and actually, not just making plays, but knowing what they're doing every play has been cool to kind of see them learn that. And he had a great day. Obviously, you look at him; he's a big dude, can run. He's gonna be great.